stop at red lights. Once you've seen one, you've seen them all. An old joke, but why should we wait if it's safe to go?
There's too many red lights in London, I think.
They need to be red for an eternity.
So we're waiting too long for nothing.
They're a waste of time with traffic lights.
Who is the better judge of when it's safe to go? You and me at the time and the place, or remote lights programmed by an absent regulator? We complain about the traffic, but could it be traffic controls that are the problem? Rooted in a misreading of human psychology, traffic controls override common sense. They tell us we are incapable of intelligent judgment. They outlaw discretion, generate hostility, prevent us from going on opportunity, demand blind obedience. Time and again they interrupt our progress, often for no good reason. The main rationale for lights is safety, but by taking our eyes off the road, they make roads dangerous. What happens when controls are absent? Is there a breakdown of civilization as we know it? Hardly. When left to our own devices, we simply take it in turns. What could be more efficient as a form of junction control? The first in, first out single queuing system, or filter in turn, is instinctive, fair and safe. Free of vexatious rules, we approach slowly and filter naturally. If policymakers harnessed human nature instead of hampering it, they might find that most of our congestion and road rage problems would disappear.
If you take away the regulated world of signs, lines, markings, traffic signals, barriers and bollards, all of which are there to enforce regulation, we then start to think in ways that we do if you're simply walking down the street. So what shared space does is to exploit the natural skills of humans to negotiate movement, to resolve conflict, and to engage not only with each other but with their context.
Everyone's a winner, including pedestrians, who breathe cleaner air and are seen as fellow road users rather than obstacles in the way of the next time-consuming light.
But what if you just get rid of all the lights?
Well, I think it flows better without lights, personally. Everyone makes their way round, but...
Well, the traffic just flows a bit more freely, doesn't it? I mean, you just got to be a bit more careful on the junction, that's all.
The government's respect agenda must be a deliberate irony, because it shows contempt for our time, our money, our intelligence, our freedoms, our quality of life, and the planet. The very cities that advocate use of public transport also make their high-polluting diesel buses wait at red. People blame drivers of 4x4s, but 4x4 emissions are a drop in the ocean compared with the avalanche of avoidable emissions produced by traffic controls. If deregulation had been tried and capacity exceeded, congestion charging might be justified. The Mayor claims success for the congestion charge, saying it has reduced traffic in central London. This is what has happened to that traffic. Journey times increase tenfold. The air is laden with toxins. Is that a success? What's the one thing above all others that reduces average speeds and increases journey times? Stopping. If we got rid of traffic controls and let human nature take its competent course, overnight we'd see a massive drop in journey times, fuel use and greenhouse gas emissions. By all means, introduce a program of re-education. Phase in the advanced driving test to raise standards and help drivers meet the challenge. But stop detaining us unnecessarily at lights. At the very least, discretionary lights that allow filtering on opportunity should replace mandatory lights that forbid it. People complain about cyclists ignoring lights, but most cyclists are simply going on opportunity, like pedestrians on wheels, which is what we all are and should all be able to do. Instead of being held in limbo by the tyranny of traffic lights, all road users should be free to exercise intelligent discretion.